like if you are really making money from just trading,
Yeah.
why do I need to be out there? So clearly that maybe my opinion is that if you are always on socials, then that means you are not making the profits from the charts. Like psychology comes with experience, you know. I've come to realize the mentors that I looked up to back then, they know where to be seen on social media. When you're busy making profits, you think you are profitable. Yes, you are profitable, but go to your trading history since the account started. See, did I make money? Really, did I make money? And you'd find out that you haven't made money. You're just trying to cover up what you lost.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Nqobile Tembane from Top Traders South Africa, and I'm bringing you guys another installment of Market Masters, where I sit down with the most prominent and talented traders in the industry. And today I'm joined by another talented trader who's been in the industry for quite some time now. I think it's been like, 10 years now?
10 years, yeah.
10?
Yeah.
Gee, that is a very long time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thanks, Nqobile. How are you?
Nah, I'm well. Yeah, I'm sitting down with Thando, Dladla.
Yes, sir.
But you're in the streets. In the street, they know you as Effective.
Yes, man.
Where does the name Effective come from?
Honestly speaking, I thought of myself when I came into the industry calling myself Thando, so it seemed like not a trader's name, you know. So I said, what would push me to be better at what I do and everything? So I decided on my name to say I want to be effective in everything I do and in the market. So I said, let me try this name, and then it stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now that's great. That's beautiful. Yeah. So 10 years in the game, that is a lot of experience, and I think I'm here to come and collect all that experience today, so that we can take that and the next person can benefit from what you've experienced over these past 10 years in the game.
Yes.
Yeah,
Man.
no, that's beautiful. So let's just go back to 2014.
Okay, so 2014, before 2014, I was working for a company as an IT. I'm from an IT background, studied IT. So then there was an opportunity to work in an investment bank as a technician.
Okay.
So I've always been interested in finances and understanding how they make money, do people really make money. So I always believed the nice thing about being an IT person is you can work in any company you want. If you want to know about mining and you know IT, you can work there as an IT person, and then with the communication with the people in that industry, you'll get to learn some stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So when I got the opportunity to be an IT technician at that investment bank, I jumped at it, and then I worked there in the investment bank. Then, yeah, that's where then I discovered that there is a place in that investment bank. They call it a trading floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's where all the traders sit and do what they do. So that's where I discovered most of the money of that investment bank gets made. So I started supporting that specific floor with the 6 screens, all the issues, all the applications and things like that. So then that's where I got interested in trading. Yeah. Yeah. So that's life before. Sorry, I'm not answering your question.
It's okay.
So life before Forex, so now I'm moving I was working in Midrand, and then now I'm moving to Sandton, right? Sure. I was driving like a Ranex when I was working in Midrand. Now I come to Sandton, see lifestyle, people, everything is fancy. It also, maybe I fell into pressure. I wanted to buy a better car, you know, and then obviously I couldn't afford it really.
Okay.
You know, maybe it was taking 75% of my salary.
Gee, 75%. Hey guys, in our current economy, hold up, let me just put this down real quick. Alright, in our current economy, we know we're always looking for smarter ways for our money to work for us and not hard. So I've got something really cool that I've just discovered that I'd like to share with you guys. With Octa, you can trade crypto 24/7. That means no waiting for markets to open, no stressing about market hours, just the freedom to jump in whenever it fits into your schedule. Whether it's a Sunday afternoon or late at night, the crypto market is always open for you. They have Bitcoin and other crypto options that make investing really simple and accessible. Plus, I can monitor and adjust my trades whenever I want without needing to be at my desk. It's honestly a game changer for people who want to be able to focus on trading on weekends without needing to wait for the markets to open. Check it out. Octa makes it easy to get started. You can download the app and it takes minutes to set up. If you're ready to dive into a world of crypto and make your money work for you, give Octa a try.
I thought if I don't push myself, I won't. So for me to push to the next level, let me buy it and then it's on forced to hustle, you know?
Yeah, it'll push you
to hustle. So I thought, okay, let me do that. Bought that car. It was taking, maybe 5 days after my salary now coming in, it would be finished.
Gone.
Yeah, now I have another, 25 days to survive.
Yeah.
Now I sold, I made a bad decision. But now the ego of letting it go and going down trading, I'm young, obviously I don't want to look like I've fallen. I had to find a plan because I wasn't surviving, it was difficult. So I was looking for solutions, maybe over the weekend fixing computers type of thing, but yeah, it was never enough. And then working hard at Nsebenzini, you think you're gonna get a good raise, but the work industry is different in terms of that. So yeah, that even didn't help. I was the best performer maybe in a year, but I was still getting 3% increase.
So it just wasn't...
Yeah, so I was now stuck in, I need to get more money. I need more money. Yeah. And yeah, that's when Forex came through.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's cool. So now you're basically working on the trading floor, but not as a trader, just as a technician. You're helping the guys out. You're coming there, you're seeing the screens, you're seeing the charts. Yeah, what's the fascination there? Because it's 2014 at the time. 2014 at the time, and that was actually even before like Forex became popular in SA.
Yeah, look, obviously when I got in 2014, to support such a floor, you need experience. In that, even in that bank, So they didn't just put me there, so I had to work myself in there. So before I was supporting all the other floors, the other people, in the bank. So, and then of course after a year, maybe 2015, that's when I was given the opportunity because of my consistency to support that floor. Sure. When I got there, bro, like one person would have 6 or 8 screens.
Yeah.
They'll be shouting, you could see people's frustrations. So the thing about being an IT person, sometimes you take a lot of hits. So people will swear at you, because they're frustrated with so they always taught us not to take it personally. The company. So they'd swear, this screen is not working because maybe you lost a big trade, I can't swear. This computer of yours is slow. It's the one that's causing me to lose money. When you know that it's not the PC that's the issue.
Just need someone to play.
Yeah, so you had to handle that. And sometimes if you're new to that type of thing, it would hit home. It would hit you hard. That, why am I accepting this type of treatment and stuff? But you had to understand, this thing is really stressful. So, but yeah, I just wanted to. Obviously, I wanted a better salary, and because you're handling such a high tech floor, they would increase your salary a little bit. Yeah. So the PCs had to run smoothly all the time. So. And one thing also, the updating of the systems had to be done on weekends. So we were working weekends a lot to update the systems, make sure it's working, because they cannot be afford downtime during the week. And then that's obviously led to overtime. And then that means more money as well. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So what was the trading flow? Was it like what we see in the movies?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Similar.
Similar. Yes. Yeah, definitely. There's a series called Industry, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm actually currently watching it right now.
yeah, it's similar. The
Yeah.
stress, I've watched it and that's what I was experiencing.
Oh
Yeah.
gee, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys go check out Industry if you're 18 years and older.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, okay. No, that's good. Okay, so now you working on this floor, you're going through life, you're experiencing all of this. Now, obviously, things need to move. You need to actually start interacting or learning. How do you even start the learning process at this point?
So now I start asking questions, you know. Obviously at the beginning they're very defensive in terms of telling you why you want to know all this information, your IT. But once, if you're dealing with the same people on every day, they get familiar with you. And then now you can start asking, you know, you're not like always on the next because they're busy. You're asking like, what do you actually do, you know, type of thing. But they were too busy most of the time. So, but I knew the applications that they were using. Okay, cool.
What applications were they using? It wasn't like MT4.
No. It was Bloomberg, Reuters. Some softwares in banks. They hire programmers inside.
Okay.
To develop softwares for them, for specifically them. Yeah. So it was most programmers created the softwares. Yeah, and updated. Yeah. So then I heard of GFI, you know, that they were teaching to trade. So I thought, let me go find out. Maybe they'll get the knowledge. So Sandile Shezi and George.
Oh yes, George.
Yes. Yeah. So Sandile and George were hosting something. It's a Senton mall somewhere there. You know, the office is there, Senton Towers. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Senton Towers. Got there was like, probably that time, there was like 10, 15 people only because it was failing you, you know, and to pay, you had to pay like 500 Rand, you know. So we sat there, then they did their presentation. Cool, then they said if you pay the full amount, I think that time it was 1.5. That's why I only paid 500 to get in. But long story short, I hesitated to pay the other 1,000. I don't know why. But yeah, then only when you've paid the full thing, then you get the course.
Okay.
Yeah. Then, a few months later, now GFI is like big. So now the cost of the course is like 10,000 or 7,000. So the classes, you had to wait 6 months to get into the class.
Really?
That's how, you see. So delayed me in process anyway. But then I eventually got into the classes 6 months later. Yeah, then I was mentored by George, like himself. That time it was still small numbers. Yeah, and he taught some things that are simple but effective. Yeah. So with that said, what I'm talking about, you know, when you're starting off as a young trader in Forex, right? You want all the knowledge.
Yeah, that's true.
You want all the knowledge, and then what happens is you want to take this. You were looking for the holy grail. Yeah, so he taught specific things. He showed us making profits. I mean, he would make $1 million in class, you know, trading, physical trading, and you'd see it. And when you tried it out, it wasn't like working for you. You know, you thought, this thing is not working. So you go to someone else, you just add up a lot of cluster in you, only to find out today I'm using what he taught me back then. Yeah. That's an important factor. Some things that you think are not working, it's not that they don't work. It's because you don't give them enough time and practice them properly.
Yeah, and I think the generation we live in right now, this microwave generation, this generation with this low attention span, you know, this TikTok generation, to call it like that, you know, we want things to happen like this, and we've kind of forgotten, or rather, it hasn't really adapted to the lifestyle, because back then, you know, you'd have to wait, you know, Guti, you need to be patient. this will work. This will
Yes.
eventually work out. Will eventually work out. But unfortunately, right now, people, I think, as well, when the internet also got introduced, everything became here. Access became here. Now everyone wants to, like, nah, if it's possible, I'm gonna go pay that guy. It's not working today. I'm gonna go pay that guy. Clearly, people had a lot of money to lose. Wanted to lose a lot of money.
Hey, bro. What I can say. Where was I? I lost my train of thought.
George, the strategy, the simple strategy.
Oh, simple strategy. Yes. So I ended up also. I mean, at the time, you know, I saw they were showing. Obviously, they were marketing, so they were showing, hey, I'm making this much profits. Now you also want that.
Yeah.
No lie, you also want that, and you want it to come quickly. You know. So I think a lot of us as mentors don't deal on the psychology as much as we should, but no students are interested in psychology. So we know trading is like 10% the strategy, 20% risk management, and then 70% psychology. I didn't understand this for maybe 3 years. I heard this, but I didn't understand it. Yeah, but now I do. So with that said, we always focus on the 10%, you know, and that's where we're failing because you're looking for the strategy, but it's not about the strategy. A bad bet, the worst strategy can work for a trader that is applying the other 70%. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is so true. Yeah, and we really, I really hope a lot of people are, and I always tell people, it's like strategy actually doesn't really matter. That's why if someone asks you what you trade, how do you trade, tell them, because they're going to go take it and try to do it. But unfortunately, it might not even work for them, and they're going to feel like actually, because there's so much that goes into using a strategy, like you say, psychology, you know. And let's actually get into the psychology that goes into using a strategy, because like you're saying, 70% is psychology, 10% is strategy, and you said the 20% was?
Risk management.
Risk management, yes.
Yeah. So when I'm talking about psychology, personally, so maybe people have different views of it. Psychology is knowing when to exit a trade. Yes, it sucks to lose money. You know, no one wants to lose money. That's why do demo trading, we're always winning because there's no emotion involved. So psychology is about the emotion for me, because now you see the trade is going against you. You were supposed to put a stop loss even before. The first thing when you execute a trade, put a stop loss. Yeah. You know, because once you try and put a stop loss after the trade is running, your emotions are there because now you can see the numbers going down. So you keep on pulling it down. I used to do this. Say, you're 5,000. No, let me drop it. It's going to turn type of thing. And you shouldn't be doing it. You should just stick with discipline and then put your stop loss before. When you execute a trade entry, put your stop loss there. Just put your stop loss there so you avoid the emotions and just let the trade stop loss take profit, let the trade run. So when there's emotions involved, then there's a problem. That's the psychology. Also, when it comes to when you are trading and you're in a bad space, maybe there's a lot of debt. Now you want to make this money quick to close that. It plays also with the psychology, because you won't trade with the rules anymore. You're trading with your emotions now. That's so true. See. So now what's going to happen? You're gonna blow. You're definitely gonna blow the money. You know, because you're trying to fix the problem, but you're making the problem even worse. You know, type of thing. So now the lessons of meditating. So George always used to speak about, he had a sort of a WhatsApp application where we would always talk about meditation, and we wouldn't get it because we knew, you know, but in the long run now you see you need to sit down and on a daily basis visualize what you want, you know, focus on, like, try and center yourself, you know, type of thing. So you can do that by reading books, you know. There's some books that you can read on trading, you know. It just gets your psychology about someone that was a trader and whatever happened to him. It helps that. Also just watching motivational videos, that helped me. And also just being by yourself. One thing, key thing, be by yourself. I've always believed that groups, if we share analysis, what it would better us all. But really speaking, closing off the noise, and then focusing on you and the chart, and then just knowing what you want, not the social media also has messed us up in terms of, that you want 1,000 maybe or 2,000, right, to sort out things. Now you see someone posting you on Instagram, I say someone taking 1,000 to 50,000. Now you are saying, hey, now I can do this from there. You're not focusing on, you had your goal, but now you let an external factor affect you. And you're like, okay, I've made the target. After what you saw, now it's playing on your mind. Now you want to make 50. Then you're blowing it. Then you blow it. Then it's all part of that psychology. Yeah.
No, that's it really is things that we need to. Yeah, psychology is just so neglected though. But I was also talking about it now that people there's a new wave of people who are like now understanding it's like, we need psychology, And now obviously the opportunists are coming in, the mentors. Now they're selling trading psychology as some of the key selling points, which is, I guess people need to make money sometimes.
Yeah, man. But I also feel like psychology comes with experience, you know. It's not something someone can teach you per se. It's always good to have a mentor to guide you on their experiences, a real one. And getting a real mentor is something difficult.
It's so true.
Everybody has their personal agendas when it comes to why they do things, why they mentor, know. So I've come to realize the mentors that I looked up to back then, they're nowhere to be seen on social media, and I thought about it. Why are these not famous? I could see like good, like awesome traders, but they have a low following and they are not there on social media. Then I'm asking myself why. Then I ask myself that question, wait, if this guy is really making money from trading, why does he need to be out there? Like why? Like, if you are really making money from just trading, why do I need to be out there? So clearly that maybe my opinion is that if you are always on socials, then that means you are not making the profits from the charts, So getting the right mentors, like I said, it's difficult because they are not there on socials.
Yeah, that's true. When you talk about psychology, now you're just going back to the other thing that you mentioned about the strategy being so simple. I think over time we just tend to complicate things. It's basically what you were saying is that you felt like something wasn't working there and now you wanted to go there and you started to complicate the process. Now look, 10 years later, you're back where
I'm back with the same thing,
where you started basically. And
with what was taught by Georgia. Most, not all of it, but
but basically the crux of it, what you're saying is that you just kind of simplified the whole process. Do you think a lot of us we complicate this whole training thing?
Yes.
Why do you think that is actually? Why do you think we're complicating the whole process?
Because you're looking for the holy grail. There's no holy grail, guys. Like, there's no holy grail. You just stick to one strategy, focus on the psychology of it, stick to one strategy, at least for 6 months, and practice every rule of that strategy. Yes, you will be blowing an account using the strategy. You'll blame it on strategy. No, it's the psychology, because you are not putting the stop losses. You are not taking, the rules. You are emotional when you're trading, which is something that you need to learn, so that could be the issue, but now you are blaming it on the strategy. So now you move on to the next one and keep on moving. So I did that. I paid a lot of mentors myself. I think it led to about 70K that I paid out in 2 years. Trying to look for the...
Really?
Yeah, but if you count it over 2 years as being employed, wanting this thing to work, it could be 5,000 every 2 months or so. So then I had all these strategies now with me, and like, like it just became a mess. And being an IT guy, obviously, I would test every one of them on the computer because, you deal with softwares, and it just became too much. Then I thought, no, I need to clean out everything. Then I found a good mentor, Yeah, that was also from GFI. But yeah, then we cleaned it out, Yeah. Then I became better.
Yeah, no, that's so you basically spent like around 2 years just trying to get this thing right.
Yeah.
And then
paying the school fees for
for
the education.
School fees.
Yeah, I believed it as paying the school fees, but I choose for the knowledge.
When do things change for you now? When you get the property, because you said you got a mentor from GF5, another mentor from GF5, correct?
Yeah, he wasn't the main, but he was on the side.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what changed during that period?
So in that period now, at GF8, I think you're about 20, 40 of you in a class, right? So you're scared to ask those questions and stuff like that. So with this mentor, I think I had to pay 10K to have like one-on-one sit down with him all the every weekend. We would come like maybe 2 or 3 of us, sit with him and deal with all our issues, our psychology and stuff. And then that's when things changed. Yeah, because now he dealt with us. I mean, a simple thing that he dealt with was we'd be sitting in a class of 3 and then mentoring us, right? And every time someone we'd grow maybe $100 account to a 1,000, right? And then once it gets to 1,000, people start blowing. It's a psychology thing. Why? Okay. It's a psychology number thing. Why do I always, when I get to 1,000, why can't I move from 1,000 to 2,000, So that was also a training on how to train your mind to say, you've reached this, how to move past that barrier, mental barrier of moving on to the next number,
Yeah, but how does one actually, because right now you just mentioned something very key and important. We've got someone who's sitting at home who's going through the exact same thing that you described, and I think a lot of people are actually going through what you're describing right now, where people actually get to a place where a person's so good that every month they can take 100 rand to 1,000 rand every month without fail.
Yes,
and those are the people where I know of one who got this opportunity because he was doing that 100 rand to 1,000 every single month without fail. He attracted people come to him and be like, hey, look, here's some serious money. Go do what you're doing. And he struggled so much because now he had so much money to trade. And he wasn't
there. His mentality, his mindset. Yeah, so same thing also happened to me. Yeah. Once you become profitable and you become consistent in such a manner, people with real money see this consistency and you say, let me teach you the strategy. But they don't want to learn the strategy. They just want you to do it for them. That's one thing that's bad. But yeah, how do we get past that? How did I get past that? I saw myself that, okay, I could maybe take a 5,000 rand account and then maybe make 15, all the time. That's almost like $1,000 that time. Then once it's on 15, I'll be struggling, and then it would drop down to 2,000 rand. The issue is once the balance becomes too big, you become too comfortable. You remove risk management because you think it's big enough, it won't blow. But if it goes against you, it can destroy you, right? So how I got past that, me personally, I learned something that to trade a specific balance for at least a month. Because now not everybody knows how to calculate lot sizes. We're not all good at maths. But if you are trading a specific lot size all the time for a month in a specific balance, you know exactly how many of these positions you need to put in to not blow the account. You get me? So I know that if I'm trading a 5,000 rand account and I can only put maybe 5 positions of 0.5 maximum on this balance. So I always kept, for a month, I'd keep the same balance, not change the balance. So every time I make double, maybe I got a lucky day, I make double, I'd always withdraw, put that in a wallet or withdraw it to the bank account and continue with that same balance. Yeah. Then get comfortable with it. Once I'm 100% comfortable with it, then move on to the next balance.
And what would the next balance be?
Maybe if I'm from 10,000, from 5,
Yeah.
maybe I'd say 15. Let me try 15,000.
Okay.
You will struggle at the beginning, but once you get comfortable with it, the lot sizes, you don't, you keep the rules, you keep knowing that I'm going to only execute 5 or 6 of this lot size on this balance to not blow. Once you get comfortable and then you keep on withdrawing every time it doubles, then you stick to that balance, then yeah.
Do the rules of engagement change when you level up an account? Why I'm asking is that obviously you said right now is that on a 5,000 Rand account, your maximum lot size would be 0.05.
Maybe on 4 trades, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. So you obviously have like a limit.
Yes.
So now do you take that directly proportionate to like a big account size? So in other words, if you're saying here you're only going to take 0.05 your maximum, and then you go to 15,000 Rand, does that also increase to like now it's 0.15?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now the lot sizes also increase.
Okay.
Maybe now 0.11, And then now you'll struggle, maybe you lose money until you find the right one that will suit that account for you.
Oh, so it's just about experimenting. So
experimenting the lot sizes.
It doesn't mean that if the 0.05 is working for the 5,000 Rand account, a 0.15 will work for a 15,000 Rand account.
No.
Okay, it doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
So it's about experimenting
and seeing which one is working for you consistently. Once you get that consistent one, then you stick to it.
Yeah.
Maybe for a month or two. And then you say, okay, for a month or two, I'm withdrawing. It's profitable. Because another thing I wanted to say is, you would think you are profitable sometimes. So let's say you're trading with one broker.
Yeah.
Right, for a year. Sharp. You've been losing maybe for 5 months. Right? Then the next 5 months, you're busy now making profits. All right? So when you're busy making profits, you think you are profitable. Yes, you are profitable, but go to your trading history since the account started. See, did I make money? Really, did I make money? And you'd find out that you haven't made money. You're just trying to cover up what you lost.
Yeah.
So you need to check that, to remind yourself, don't be arrogant now because now I'm profitable. Go back and see, did I actually make money the whole time?
Yeah, because a lot of people are functioning from a place of loss and they don't even know it.
Yes.
Because you will find, like, it's basically what you're just saying right now is that, people fund and fund and fund and fund.
They forget.
And then they make one amazing trade. And think after that amazing trade, I'm
good. It was,
No, when you actually look at the history, the account history, it's like, dude, you're not even halfway.
Bro,
you haven't even halfway covered your losses.
Bro, I remember seeing, I did that for the first time in a while, and then I saw minus 100,000, in loss. But I've been profitable for the past 6 months.
Okay.
Then that reminded me with that. Humble yourself, just stick. You're not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, let's work. Let's try and keep focus. Yeah.
Nah, that's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So now the story continues. There's something that you said when we were busy setting up this interview. There was something that was also said. You spoke about when things at some point things fell apart. Yes. Or is that a little bit too deep?
No,
is it around the no? I'm asking, is that around that time? Because things were going well for you with the trading, correct? Yeah. When did you leave your job?
Okay, so I was trading and working at the investment banks. So there's a rule that you cannot trade while it's conflict of interest.
Okay.
So I asked my company, can you move me? Right? So now if I'm moving away from that business, obviously that means I'm losing overtime because that's the only place that you would work on a weekend. So that means I'm taking out a salaries cut to move. But I thought the vision is bigger than the salary. It will equate to something eventually. Yeah, so I think 2017 or so, I moved to another 2017 or so. I moved to another company. It was a mining company, so no conflict of interest, and I just had to deal with the executives of that company. So dealing with their phones and stuff. So most of the time you're sitting and doing nothing because they just need issues. They had specific time. They just need someone to be around. So I was the only one there, no colleagues, no nothing. So in that time I would trade. Then now I have all the time I needed without having to quit my job. And then there I saw myself doubling my, like you get a salary, sharp, and then now I'm doubling accounts in 2 weeks, And I'm like, hey, if I go Gushuti, I'll definitely make more, that was a big mistake. Do not quit your job. Guys, do not quit your job when the profits are coming. Don't. Because, I left my job. And then obviously the question is, when you blow now and you don't have a job, where are you going to get funds? Yes, you were consistent, I'm saying, because you didn't trade that much. You were like, I'm just going to get my salary. I'm making double my income this side, double my income this side. So you're thinking, let me quit my job. And then once you quit your job, even if you save that money, what if you have a 6 month streak of losses? Where are you gonna find money? Now you have to ask, parents have to, type of things, take loans, whatever. So then it's a downhill from there.
So when you have to make money and when you don't have to make money, because right now you're basically saying that, guys, don't leave your job, don't leave a salary, because obviously psychologically that affects how you trade as well, because it's so much easier to trade when you know is at month end you have a salary that's coming
in as a backup. You have a backup.
And you risk, obviously you know how to risk properly, but the moment you don't have any money, the stress now, it's the only income.
Maybe, let me not say don't leave your job, create another source of income. Make sure that it's consistent for maybe a year before you leave the job. But you need that income.
You left your job for trading though.
The mistake a lot of us has made, a lot of people have made, because we saw the doubling of the money. I mean, if you're sitting 30 days, let's say 30 days to make 20,000 income, and then in Fande 5,000, then 7 days I've made that 20,000. You feel like if I give it more time and I'm focused, I'm definitely gonna make 70, 80,000. But there's times like the market is like, not it's an animal, You think, yes, maybe you got lucky for the six months, it's always consistent, but it could happen that when you've left your job, then it just, the strategy, everything just doesn't work out. Maybe it's the psychology because now you're at home. Maybe it's the psychology.
And you have too much time on your hands.
So you're itching to just execute, nothing is distracting you. So maybe you need to get a hobby. Maybe that was the issue now that I'm thinking about it, So then I left my job, was doing well in trading maybe 4 or 5 months. And then obviously with too much time on your hands as well, you spend a lot if you don't have discipline. So discipline, psychology, because now you're sitting in the house like, I just doubled my account. Let me go buy some clothes. What can I do now? I'm bored, type of thing. So you need to find something as well if you're going to do full-time, is occupy, because once it's only that, you're going to execute trades even when they're not ready.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. Because he's just sitting at home doing, that buy and sell.
This thing is not, it's not ready. It's not ready. You see, like, this trade is not ready, but I need money. Ngifuna imali weekend, maybe so much so groove. Finally, I can't look weak, and so now you're forcing trades because you want the money. So you focused on the money. So without that other income, it puts pressure on you to trade by force, and then that's where then it leads to problems. Honestly,
Okay, so now 4 or 5 months, things are going well. When do things start turning around, sideways?
Maybe after that, then things start going down. I don't want to say the strategy. Let me say maybe the psychology is going wrong. I'm making losses now. The pool that I had saved up, to continue with me trading, it's dying out. The savings. And then now you're panicking in your trading, because if it's running out, you're seeing it running out. Now you're not trading comfortably the side, and then to fund, now you're scared. You could, it's my last money. It gets now depleting. So then things now are bad, because like now you're going back home, trying to raise funds, so now you have to go back to M7, No, what other way? Yes, look, people come to you, which we don't talk too much about, but people will come to you when they see you profitable, because you'll be in groups and say, look, I'm too busy, and then with that how can I say, that pressure that hold you in, you get tempted sometimes, which you shouldn't, that makes even things worse. It makes things even worse, because now if you're trading someone's capital, what's going to happen is once you lose it, which you did, some people don't understand, which you lose in this game, they must understand, then now they're on your neck, so you didn't think of that thing, you only thought of getting out of this hole, and then it just doesn't work out, becomes bad. So always trade your own. So so then have to go back to work. Then I went back to work.
Okay.
And then I understood which I need this type of income. Then I made sure I knew that I had to trade at least 12 months, and see consistent withdrawals to say now I can leave again.
Yeah.
The plus side of it, Nqobile, of the trading thing is me leaving my job. I left my job, went back, left my job, went back.
Okay.
Now look at this. Let's say I'm earning 10,000 at 2014. Every year when they increase my salary, maybe by increasing 700, right? So I said I was earning 10,000. So okay, say 10,000. So every month maybe 800. So maybe in 3 years I'll be earning 13,000.
Okay.
Sharp. Now, the power that trading also gave, not the negative side all the time, is when I was making those double amounts, I was quitting my job, and then because of how good I was with support, the company will call me back with, hey, if it die, still away. Now I'm demanding with them. 5,000.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll come. So a lot of the working space, employment space, is because of the expenses we have, we are scared to demand what we want. And with COVID, things that happened in COVID, people losing jobs, you're scared to ask for what you believe you are worth, type of thing. And then you stay stuck there, type of thing. So what trading did is it gave me the confidence too that if I leave the job in 3 months, if I can survive 3 months from trading, when I look for, definitely I can demand better salary. And that so if it took me 3 years to get maybe 3,000, but it took me 3 months to increase, when I was trading, to increase my salary to my net worth on paper to twice that amount.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do get, but also I think that's also like, it goes down to the person himself, work ethic, what kind of person you are, if you're really good at your job.
Yeah.
I mean, there are individuals I know who work for particular companies. If they're not there that day or that week, it's a mess.
I mean, you must obviously, you want to try and make yourself irreplaceable. When they send you, I was the type of person who would say, hey, go there. So midnight, they'll call me, my manager. They're like, you know what? Let me do this. I was doing it because I thought that I would be getting a better salary if I do everything that my manager does, only to find out that it worked for me because I became not irreplaceable per se, but difficult to replace. Let me put it that way. So,
So I think, that ethic, that work ethic, somehow it will translate to other areas of your life. It won't just, I'm pretty sure you didn't just leave it there and at the workplace, but you took it to trading.
Yes. Look, when I have students, obviously as a trader in groups, some people want you to teach them. I thought, like, I wanted people to succeed. I didn't want them to go through the spending of the 100K that I did. You know, I wanted, because the money in the market, the forex market, if I win and you win, what did I lose? I lose nothing, because it's not your money that I'm winning. It's the banks, you know, central banks' money. So if we win together, you know, I'm helping you win, then that's more money for us, you know, for our struggling black people, you know. I don't want to say black people only, but I'm just saying for that nation, those people that are struggling from disadvantaged backgrounds. If I'm helping, the more that I'm helping, you know, even if sometimes it's draining, but eventually it's helping our society be better. And then if I'm helping you as well become a better trader, then when I'm struggling, when I'm going through my down, maybe you can help me. Not that I'll be demanding, but you know, it benefits. It's a win-win every time.
Yeah, it's a community at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a win-win, you know. So yeah.
You know, earlier on during the interview you said that you need to be by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know, I've also heard people also say that, you know, you also need to be in a community of like-minded people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we liberate. Okay. So I thought about this, right?
Okay.
Here I am driving. I'm driving, right? At night. Cool. Oh, okay, not at night. Let's say I'm driving. Then there's a pretty lady that's passing. then I look to the side. Then, you know, like, get distracted, look to the side. Then when I find maybe I'm hitting a pothole because I wasn't focused. Then I'm driving, then I see something on the side of a nice house. Then as I'm traveling, I almost bump a car type of thing. So with that said, what I'm saying is everybody has their own reason why they are doing something, right? So you'll end up being, with too many people around you, you end up being distracted from the goal that you had. You get me? If you stuck, you know what you want. Nobody knows what you want. And as much as a vision, if you have a vision, I'm sure you also had a vision with regards to the podcast and everything. When you explain it to people, people don't understand it, you know? But when you sit and do it yourself, you get to the goal. So what happens with being around too many traders is obviously if I'm trading gold, I'm confident in it. I know my strategy. Then someone will show me another analysis. Now it makes me doubt my analysis. It, you know, type of thing. It depends how you look at it. But then there's just too many distractions. I feel there's too many distractions. It's good to have people, traders there and there, but most of the time just spend it by yourself and focus on your strategy and fix it. Because someone has come also, another thing, but yeah, so something, the strategy works. CMG inside, there's this strategy,
SMC.
You know, I've traded one strategy for 8 years. 8 years. When everybody tries and brings something, I say, "Anyaguzwa," you know, but this one is working for me. I'm not going to change something that works. So that comes to that being by yourself. The only way you're going to find out if your strategy has a problem or tweak it right and fix whatever is if you're by yourself, because you know where it's failing. But when people are coming with different things all the time, you end up going there. The road just... But if you were doing it yourself for 80% of the time, you'd reach your target.
Yeah. How have you say you've been trading the same strategy for 8 years now. How have you improved over time? How do you improve the strategy over time? Because I know there needs to be improvements, correct?
Okay, yeah. The thing is, like I said, it's the 70% and the 20%.
Okay.
That's important. I'm talking about psychology. I'm talking about risk management. The strategy was never the problem. So I don't fix the strategy. I realize that the strategy is not the problem.
Okay.
The problem is me, the human factor of it. So now, how do I improve my psychology and my risk management? It's by being in the market all the time. I've become better once I started working for a broker.
Okay.
That's when I became better. Yeah, that's when I became better because of what I saw when I got in. Because yes, I'm in the front end of the application, but I wanted to know what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So what I saw when I was behind the scenes, when you're behind the scenes, you can see how many people are losing. You can see who are the real traders and who are the pretend that I'm real influencers.
Yeah.
Because you are trying to make business with them and you see all these things. So I became better when I stopped following traders now. I don't follow traders anymore. Now I deal with business people. My network now is my surroundings. I'm surrounded by business developers, people from other countries. Then we're having these conversations because I'll know a person from London, who's a BDM that approached me maybe to be an IP, but now we're having conversations of how is the market there, how they're making money there. Then there's things that you learn from that because, example, like in Asia and China and Japan, they trade a lot.
Okay.
The women there, the wives of those people trade.
Oh.
Yes, in Japan.
Sure.
Yeah, but they don't sit during the day, they trade. They're the most trading country,
Sure.
Yeah. So those women are trading. You must look it up. So there's a lot that I learned from that. I don't look at traders anymore, so I don't get intimidated when someone posted 2,000 to 10,000 type of thing. And I'm learning about the world.
Yeah.
Now. I'm getting exposed to the world.
Yeah.
Because here in South Africa, who's driving the latest car seems to make you believe that you are the one, the profitable trader, the one that's making the money. Look at what we perceive as success. You look at, he's buying a big house. What car is driving. I can tell you one thing that I discovered is there's a lot of people that haven't been on a plane that are seen as successful traders. I'm not saying success is built on, but the traveling to meet different people, to go to different regions. Some people haven't been even out of South Africa.
Yeah.
But they are the best at type of thing. But yeah, that's my opinion.
What motivates you to not change your strategy during a losing season?
Look, you get tempted.
Can you just the mic? Yeah, you can bring it closer to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, if the strategy has been working for 6 months, right?
Okay.
I believe, Guti, that it isn't a problem, For me, this is personal, It's yes, the market changes and you see that there's losses happening, right? So now you go back to what are the factors. Now I start looking at what are the economic factors outside that are contributing to me, what is causing it not to work at that time. And most of the time it would be fundamentals. It would be something external, whether it was COVID, type of things, the fundamentals. So a market. So from what I've learned, me personally, is there's a structure in the market, right, and it's always there, but it cannot handle news events. The structure. If there's a news event that they bombed USA, definitely people that have funds in the USA will pull out funds in the USA, right? So a lot of it. So, or, the war with the USA and Korea that caused, let's say NASDAQ is based on technology, right? So when Korea and USA have a fight, it affects the selling and buying of goods, because maybe Korea produces them, then so those external factors, when they get involved, then now those are the things that cause the strategy not to work for me. But on the normal day basis, I've I've taken every strategy and tested it, back tested it and stuff, and I've truly believe that it's predictable. The market is predictable, and it's moved by specific individuals or banks in a specific way, and it always moves in a certain structure. So I know that it will eventually come back because of what I've seen throughout the years. Of it always comes here. It always does this when it gets here. But when it breaks those rules, then I look outside for external factors like what's happening in the world.
Yeah. What do you currently trade? What instruments do you trade?
So I was trading currencies when I started off. Worked perfectly, worked well. Then Nasdaq came into the picture in US 30. That big money making quick thing. Yeah, that also led to the down, my trading going down, because now everybody was trading Nasdaq, and I could see what you're making money quick.
Yeah. And
now the social media, I want that money. And as much as you make money quick, you lose money quick. So it was the trading those things caused my trading not to be consistent. I was losing, I was blowing next day type of thing. So but yeah, at the moment, I'm trading currencies. So my favorite ones, it's gold, USD JPY. I look at Nasdaq and US 30, so they all correlate because they are connected to USD. So I check the DXY USD index, and then I look at something called correlation or confluence.
Okay.
So correlation is a matter of if say gold goes up, USD JPY must go down type of thing. I look at the levels that they are at and see, do they correlate? Good, they're gonna turn together in opposite directions. confirmations. Yeah. So, and then confluence is when different strategies agree on a specific zone. I could be using FIB to say this thing is gonna sell. I could be using moving averages to say it's a sell. So, that's how I get my interest. But yeah, those are the pairs that I'm trading that sort of agree with each other, work together, that I can confirm with each other. So maybe it's like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you open a chart, what's the first thing you look at?
Okay, so first thing I look at is DXY, because it gives me the direction of the dollar. That's why I trade dollar pairs mostly. Then I check so I would look at the weekly. I'll start from monthly, go down to H1. So I'd go to a monthly chart and look at the candle and look at the candles. What type of a candle is it for this month, and what possibly could be happening, So let's say a candle has a big wick in the first 15 days of a month. I believe that it has to retrace and just that week can be that long, so it has to come back, and be at least half. The week has to be half, and then go to weekly. Then look at the levels daily and look at support and resistance. Then to H1. So H1 I use moving averages for me personally for entries. Yeah. But I have discovered that the direction from monthly, weekly, and daily time frame for me. Yeah.
Okay, so the bigger time frames determine the direction of what you're gonna trade in.
Yes, so I am a scalper.
Okay.
So that's why I would go to H1.
Yeah.
But as long as I have the direction for the month,
okay.
I know that whole month I'm just looking for sales, opportunities of sales. So I have to have a strategy that tells me the best entries for sales.
Yeah.
So I would be using Elliot's Wave and
Elliott Wave.
Yes.
No, it is. Sorry, I get excited whenever I find another person who speaks about the Elliott Wave theory.
Yeah, no, Elliott Wave works with FIB. They are beautiful. So I'd look for that retracement. I'd find the perfect entry to continue with my direction. So but I'll keep one direction for a month. It makes it not buy here, sell all the time. No, if I discover, I know which direction I'm looking for that month, I stick to it. I just look for entries in that direction. So every day, if gold, I know it's gonna sell for the whole month. I'm looking for those retracements, looking for those entries. I wait for them and then execute where I expect it to continue with the direction, and then I'd enter, take the profits, get out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Were you able to finish? Because right now I want to get into the reality of trading. Because I think so many of us, but we've also mentioned, like, I think we've kind of covered a bit of it about talking about the realities of trading. But I want us to get a little bit more into it, because I think it's just there's so many people who are delusional in this industry that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
People come with
Realistic
expectations. Yeah.
Where do I start? Look, Nqobile, you must be realistic with what you want. Okay, at the beginning of your trading, of our trading journey, ne? Like I said, I was struggling financially because I created too much debt for myself. Took some things that I shouldn't have taken, in debt-wise. So with that said, when you're working, when you're in the working industry, you get a bonus. I'm sure once a year. So bonuses is like a 13th check. So if I'm doubling my income monthly, that means I'm getting a bonus every month. Isn't that good enough? To make 100%. Why am I trying to make 1,000%? Yes, I'm ambitious. Maybe I want something, but to keep consistent, shouldn't I be happy with what I'm getting? Like I hear people talking. Like I've looked at the podcast. Like people talking about. I made 100,000. I made 300,000 sharp. But is that consistent? Is that sustainable to make that type of a profit from a small balance all the time? That means you're over risking. That means you are blowing. So shouldn't I be satisfied with if a bank offers me 7% per year in terms of interest on a certain capital, and I'm making maybe 100% on or 50%, I should be satisfied. I should use that to maybe produce a business or stuff move my career higher. Don't depend on trading only. Try and push your passion as well from it. Let it fund your passion so that you have another source of income. But being realistic with regards to trading, bro, like Mina on my socials, I would post live accounts. I'll show that it's real all the time. I would be posting, taking 1,000 to 3,000, 3,000 to 5,000. I know my limits in terms of if an account is 15,000. I become too relaxed. My focus. I don't want to say focus. I don't apply the rules of my strategy properly, the risk management properly, because I believe it can hold the drawdown. So if I know that having a 5,000 rand account and I'm able to get to 30,000 by just withdrawing every time it gets to 100%, then that is fine for my life. I'm gonna get to my target. I'm not blowing. I'm withdrawing consistently and I'm being realistic. And another thing is, faking your life in terms of trading. I've seen people, right? It's difficult, man, when you go through hard times and then now you have to pretend like you are isn't those sharp, and then you have to, bro, you're scared to even use a taxi or a Bolt because they'll say, hey, type of a thing. So I'd rather downplay myself if I'm there. It's easier because I don't have to deal. It's not about you. It's not about other people. It's about what my needs are. And here's a tool that can help me make my bonus every month. That's enough for me. So maybe some people will say I'm not ambitious enough, but that's fine for me because I'm making money that an employed person can't make. I mean, I was watching when I was working for another bank, right? They would get bonuses on August, sharp. So we're sitting there. I have colleagues, and then they're not trading. So I'm sitting there. I'm trading part time anyway. But long story short, they would be after 5 days they would be stressed. You could see in their faces. They'll always be complaining, we earn a little. Money will never be enough. We'll never be satisfied. So they'll always be complaining. And I saw, me, I'm happy at my job. Why are these people sad? I asked myself, why am I happy here? Why are they sad? It's because now the income, their lifestyle, their lives, the income is not holding up with their lives. Maybe they have kids now and stuff like that. So they're getting frustrated with the job. Me, I'm happy because what I need, the money that I need, trading being nigga yona extra when, So it's just being realistic. So when now also another thing that when the time is coming, maybe 2 months before the bonus comes through, they plan for the bonus 3 months before they get it. Now, if you're planning for money that you haven't gotten as yet, izophela fast. Think about that, because now you've got too many plans for it. So now, when it arrives,
but shouldn't we plan though? Because they say if you fail to plan, how does that statement go? You plan to fail. You fail to plan. You plan to fail. If you that one.
What is it?
You fail to plan. You plan to fail.
Yeah, look, you plan. It's a difficult one, brother. But
I also get the psychology of what you're saying. It's not just about the plan. It's about the thing of already the money, you're expecting the money to come through, and you've already finished it before it even came.
And there could be emergencies that appear in the time. So I'm not saying don't plan in terms of life, but in terms of something that you don't, counting your eggs before they hatch. Let me put it that way. Don't count your eggs before they hatch, because it hasn't, as much as counting your profits before you withdraw them on your trading account. Now, 20,000. Now you're spending the one in your bank account. Type of thing. You counted it before. Money in your trading account is not yours.
That is so true.
It's not yours until it's in your bank account. You know? So don't count it. So it was one of those factors which that also was. They were counting their eggs before. When it arrives, there could be emergencies appearing. Maybe a car breaks down. Now it depletes quickly. Now you're upset. Remember, you were planning, you were saving for this bonus. You were excited for this bonus for a year. And now in 1 week it's gone. Now you're upset. You're back to your upset stage again. You were excited when it was coming, but now, so man, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying now.
Realities of trading is where we at.
So it's what I'm saying is basically trading has helped. It is a useful tool to learn, and I feel like for the unemployed people, looking for someone to hire them all the time, sending CVs. It could be trading is not bad. It could be a source of making, if you can make 100 Rand per day. When it was COVID time, I was happy with making 100 Rand per day, because I saw people getting fired, losing jobs and stuff. 100 Rand a day, I get airtime, I get bread, I get milk. Even if I funded a 2,000 Rand account, I risk small. If I'm making 100 Rand a day, if some student, whoever, is making 100 Rand a day, it's a big difference. That's what the important. I'm surviving. I'm making money. Then trying to
be rich.
I'm not saying trying to be rich is bad, but be realistic about it. And the fight of money and economy and all of that is between you and it's you. It's your life. You're not competing with anybody. Why are you competing with other people? That is your life. Once you start competing, then you compare yourself with, then you're putting yourself in debts that you do not need, and So use the tool in a wise way. Be realistic. Making 100 Rand a day is big. From the comfort of your home, definitely it's a big thing. Do not feel small about it.
That's important, from the comfort of your home.
Yes.
Because I've got friends who are currently doing some hard labor work right now. They're crying, Shem. They're like, this is tough. Hey, we're working hard. What now? It's part time, but it's hard labor for the day. And they're like, this is not the life. You understand? Yes. So they're getting paid a decent amount of money currently. But at the same time, when you say at the comfort of your home, and imagine you being at the comfort of your home, making that money that you did, working, picking up stuff, things like that, but doing it at the comfort of your home, it's a big difference.
Bro, it's a big difference. So if it's creating, you doing the comfort of your home, you're not traveling, you're not waking up in the AMs. You know, I used to wake up at 5 a.m. just to get to work at 8. You get me? Traveling, taxi, you know, get there. I'm tired. You get to work, you're tired. What frustrates you? Now you're angry at the job for this frustration, but you're living far, you know, type of a thing. When you leave now, you're tired, you're sleeping in the taxi, you arrive. Yeah. So you leave at night, you arrive at night, you know, type of a thing. So like being able to, if you're able to make that from the comfort of your home, you should be happy with that. Now you're forcing to make triple that. Be happy that gave you that opportunity to spend with your kids, to experience life, you know, because obviously if you're working all the time, you don't experience life. You're just being a robot, you know. And I'm grateful for Forex for bringing that, which I could experience life, because now, you know, I love traveling, you know. I've become addicted to traveling, and that satisfies me. That's not the expensive things in life, but experiencing life, you know. Yeah. So, and this trading thing has allowed me to do that, even through working with a broker, having a relationship, you know, because they do sponsor trips for you to go try and teach some people or uplift some people within trading. So yeah, it's beautiful.
No,
trading is beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah.
So what has been the biggest loss that you've taken on the charts?
Yeah, 100K in a day. It was the time when what happened? Brexit.
Really? Oh, you were part of that.
Yeah, I was part of that Brexit, bro. So what happens is, I didn't know this. A stop loss doesn't get triggered at midnight. If you have a stop loss and a market moves at midnight, or maybe I was trading with a bad broker, but when we investigated, you know, when a lot of people lost money at the time, so now everyone's getting, why wasn't my stop loss hit? What? And then the traders was like from different industries, not just in South Africa or in this broker, was saying a stop loss doesn't get triggered at midnight if it's open. There's an open trade. So that move happened in that gap of that. So you had your stop loss, but it. Yeah.
But one thing I know, didn't the market move too quickly?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was suspect.
Yeah.
I mean, why did it choose that specific time to do? Why didn't it do it during the day? Why at that gap?
Yeah,
so
no, there's still a lot.
Yeah, they took us out.
Yeah.
Whoever.
True. So no stop loss. Your trades open and...
I had stop losses.
Oh, I mean, your stop loss didn't get triggered. Sorry. Your stop loss didn't get triggered. Yeah. And your trades open.
And yeah.
That's painful.
You never expected it. You know, it's one of those things that... Now you're frustrated. Now you've got money that you've lost that you can't afford to lose. So another thing, you must trade money you can afford to lose. But yeah, bro, yeah, that was, it took me down like emotionally and stuff. But yeah, man, we pushed through. You know? Yeah, we know that life is challenging. We know that we come across challenges. Everybody has an opinion. You know, some person would say, "Ah, we in this so," but hey. Life happens, you learn. It builds us to be better people. So trading will teach you a lot about yourself as well.
That's true.
A lot. So it builds you. It builds you as an individual. So there's a lot, man, in it. But it's all worth it. It's all worth it.
Yeah. It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. No, Thando, thank you so much. Oh, effective. No, thank you so much for today. I think, I want to save the other conversation with the brokers and the IBs for industry chats.
Yes, no problem.
Yeah, I think with MJ here, I think that'll be a really nice conversation that we can have amongst ourselves. Yeah, but for today, thank you so much for just coming and pouring the knowledge and the information that you have.
No, man, thanks for allowing me to come through and share the real information with the guys out there. I don't want the upcoming traders, the young ones, to get caught up in the social media and thing, because it's not a good place to be. Don't follow. Please leave Instagram and stuff when you're trading. Do not look up to people or anything that you see on Instagram. travel your own path, focus on your trades. You will get better at it. Just stick by yourself, just focus. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
No, thank you very much. Appreciate your time. And all the best moving forward. Leave your contact details down below if you guys want to reach out to Thando for any questions they might have for you.
Any questions.
No, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much. It's myself, Nqobile Tembane from Top Traders South Africa. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys same time, same place next week. And we're out.